Welcome to another edition of the magazine. Today, we're here with the brilliant, vibrant Alyssa Botelho. Welcome to the show again, Alyssa.
Thank you, Charlie.
So you have done an amazing thing. You've gotten the Fulbright scholarship.
Yes.
What is that all about?
Yeah, the Fulbright scholarship dates back to World War II.
Okay.
It's developed by the United States Department of Education. And it was Senator William Fulbright who basically created this thing that would ensure more international relationships are happening to avoid another world war.
Oh, wow.
Basically, in layman's terms. So it's all kinds of disciplines that United States scholars and international scholars will interchange. And so you can study transportation, education, marine science, screenwriting. There's all different kinds of facets that, people are exchanging and learning from each other and all that kind of stuff.
So where did you choose and why?
So I went in as a creative writing researcher.
Okay.
And I proposed, and I talked to some historians before or along the process of going for this. And I wanted to research, first it was World War II.
Okay.
World War II time period and the relationship that the United States, particularly our region in Massachusetts, the South Coast, has with Portugal and the Azores.
Okay.
And of course, anybody who lives here knows that this is basically another Portugal, the ninth island.
Thankfully.
yeah, right? So, that was what I was proposing, was just looking at that World War II relationship and immigration, whaling. So you're looking at like economy and wartime alliances and all that kind of stuff. And then it shifted to World War I when I started connecting with people over there in the Azores, specifically one really important person, Sergio Resendiz.
Okay.
He's a councilman for Ponta Delgada. And so he was telling me all about the great World War I relationship, and so that's the story of what I applied for.
Okay, so when you're in Portugal, what will you be doing?
Yes, so when I'm there, and I'll be there for 8 months.
Okay.
Yes.
We will miss you.
I will miss you guys too. I think it's gonna be. I haven't wrapped my mind around it. That I'm gonna be there for that long.
There's always Zoom and FaceTime, so we got it
exactly.
covered.
Yeah. Can you imagine the first Fulbrighters going over?
Yeah.
And there's no Zoom.
Wow.
Or FaceTime, just writing letters.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But anyways, I'll be writing a feature screenplay. So not filming it and producing and editing and all that stuff. It'll be a written work.
Okay.
While I'm there, I do want to see if I can do a short film proof of concept on one of the scenes. So like a 3 to 5 minute piece that isn't going to take, it's such a crazy effort making a film. So something that's manageable and really packs a punch and gives you the feeling that the entire film gives you.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you've got some great ideas already.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah.
So you're going to be there for 8 months.
Yes.
And you have to write a screenplay.
Yes.
That's part of the scholarship. That's part of the goal of the scholarship?
Yes, that's part of the goal. Yes. And it's really great. It's a very thorough process, the way that they select people. Mm-hmm. And their point of view is that they want to pick people who are more self-directed so that they don't have to babysit and check in and what are your results and that kind of thing. So I'm just kind of going off and doing what I said I would.
Good.
And at the end, there is, I think in March of 26 or April of 26, there's a Fulbright gathering so we can all share with each other what we've done and the great things that we found. And so we'll all come together, but it's not so much of a report.
Good.
Yeah.
And how has the response been from St. Michael?
It's been great.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's so warm. Both people living in St. Michael and people living here, just so eager to help too with, do you have housing figured out? And I own a tour business. I want to show you and your fiance around. And and it's just been like, sometimes you have that New England edge about you where you think, okay, what's the motive here? Like just that, what? But it's
genuine.
It's genuine, which is just, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Well, Portuguese people are amazing. So.
Yes, yeah,
So you can't go
true.
wrong with that.
It's so true.
But I'm glad you're going to be going there. And also, you have a connection to the town of Fairhaven from the St. Michael with Lagoa. You're the representative for the Lagoa Friendship Pact Committee here in the town of Fairhaven.
Yes.
So you'll be traveling in Lagoa.
Yes. Yeah, I'm really excited about that too. Yeah, the goal is just to keep strengthening that relationship between Fairhaven and Lagoa and find different and fun ways, meet through the school system or community organizations, and just keep that relationship going. And yeah, I'll be zooming into our Lagoa Friendship Pact Committee meetings happening here in Fairhaven, and I'll be zooming, from there, which is really
Great.
cool.
You'll still be a part of it.
Yeah.
And you're still going to be a part of Fairhaven. Anyway,
Yeah.
we're not losing you.
No.
Okay.
Not losing me. You
That's
can't get
good.
rid of me that easy.
We don't want to. But you'll still be working remotely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing a lot of work remotely because that's the wonder of, the world that we live in now, and a lot of things are done remotely.
Exactly. Yeah. I feel really grateful for where we are in terms of working, and I think COVID had a lot to do with that too, and transforming how people work. And I've been with the town since 2016, I think it is, in cable access.
Sure.
And so much of what I did, I would come in physically and record parades and meetings and all that stuff, but a lot of what I did was remote. And so even when I was in the film industry after college and I was out in New Mexico for a couple months, I was still working remotely for Derek and, editing and emailing, coordinating. And so it'll be a lot of that while I'm over there in San Miguel.
Good.
Yeah.
So you're still working on some projects here, though, like The Last Frontier War.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
So that is the title of the project that I'll be doing over there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, The Last Frontier. I came across that, I think, in a historian's paper, research paper about how the Azores were that last frontier. And when if you pull up the map and you look at where they are, for people who might not know, which is crazy to think that anyone in the South Coast would not, but still, if you zoom out and it's just this huge, vast blue ocean, and you've got these continents and then little Azores right there. And it's really significant geopolitically for what's happening in World War I, World War II, and it's that last frontier kind of for both sides.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
Well, we're going to be very eager to see how this all comes to play.
Yeah, I'm excited too.
And so you've done something really remarkable for Fairhaven with Discover Fairhaven. And you've done some great projects, and you did an amazing Jaws 50th anniversary. And what's happening? What's coming up?
Yeah, it's been very fun. To kind of create that brand of Discover Fairhaven, and just fun, like Jaws. It was perfect timing with the 50th anniversary, me coming on, and so much help too from the selectmen and just different department heads in town and volunteers. So we were able to do this year just a really cool and fun lineup at Fort Phoenix.
Okay.
And bringing new life to Grimshaw Park, which is really
huge, and we didn't realize it was that big.
Yeah, exactly. And I think if you talk to any older folks in town, they do remember Grimshaw Clam Bake Pavilion and how awesome that was, and just bringing some of that magic back.
Nice.
And the community gathering has been really fun. So for what's next for Discover Fairhaven, the last Huddleston Harbor Fest is medieval themed, which is really fun. We've never done that as a town, and people love the Renaissance fair.
Yes.
Fun. So there's that, and then just more exciting events, and just different things that we haven't really tapped into much yet. Like, this is a fantastic wedding destination. It's a hidden gem, and we haven't really, packaged that up and presented that to people yet. And so that's, things like that, working on film productions, what we saw with Finest Kind and The Holdovers. this is a great place to film. You've got the architecture and the ocean's right there, and it's easy parking and getting places, which logistically is a wonder for any film production. So looking at things like that and how can we keep attracting productions of all sizes to keep coming into town, which has so many different effects, keeps highlighting the town as a tourist destination, but then for the folks who live here, the financial benefits of bringing in larger productions is great. It's so great.
We need that. Thank you.
Yes, yeah. I'm looking at that. Yeah.
And this is a beautiful space to have a wedding. And we had someone come through the other day for next year. They're already planning to get married here in Town Hall in the beautiful auditorium here next year. And I've actually married 2 individuals here.
Oh, no way. I didn't know that. Right here in the...
Right in the ballroom, right here.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was an amazing wedding. And just, if you look around, I mean, it's just so beautiful. We're so blessed to have this space in the town of Fairhaven.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And I'm engaged. I got engaged last September of 2024. And
congratulations.
Thank you. He's amazing. I love him. And he'll be going with me to the Azores for the whole time.
He is an amazing young man. You're very blessed too. So,
I am, yeah. So we have been all over the place looking at all of these wedding venues and just like searching. You know me, I have a spreadsheet. So it's like actually psychotic. There's a star rating system for the location, the distance for each of our families, and it's ridiculous.
You are so super organized, Alyssa.
It's ridiculous, but all of this to say, we've spent all this time looking and seeing beautiful places all over New England, and this is so ridiculous. We kind of have realized from all this that we might just want to get married in Fairhaven.
Well, you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah. It's not 100% yet, but it's looking like, 90% sure we'll get married here in Fairhaven. And it's special, it's beautiful and hometown, so yeah.
Absolutely. So even though you'll be in Portugal, you have a team here that's going to help make sure the events still go on and still happen, even in Christmas time. And, so it's still, everything's going to still happen and flow very easily with your direction, all the way from Portugal, but it's still good direction that you'll have. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the old time holiday, that's a big one. Yep. I've gotten, emails and phone calls already in August and during the summer, people looking forward to the Christmas event. So that'll still happen. Yep. And I'll be working closely with everybody here, especially Todd Migliacci, he works for Derek's team in Fairhaven TV. People might know him as the magician. He's, toured
He's a very
all
talented
over
young man as well.
He is so talented. And, coming into this role, I was very excited about those grand initiative type of things, like, the whole tapping into the wedding market and the film industry and just connecting different organizations in town that maybe haven't ever done things before. The live event stuff just really scared me. I was like, that is not my forte. I don't know what I'm doing with live events. It's like this mountain to climb, and that, being a part of the Biggest Little Feast. It can be very daunting, but all that to say that Todd is he was like designed for that. He comes alive when it comes to live events and just getting people all excited in a space and the flow and logistics and all that. Anyways, he's great. Yeah.
Well, from the acting town administrator to select board member Keith Sylvia to many other of your volunteers, they said it's easy to do this because of you.
Oh, that's very sweet.
So you're very welcoming, you're very encouraging, and you're very vibrant when you're at the events. And people notice that, Alyssa. That's a great talent that you have, but it's genuine. It's from your heart. Yeah. So we're very lucky to have you, and we're not going to get rid of you. We're going to make sure that you do this Fulbright scholarship and come back with even stronger ties to Lagoa, to Fairhaven, because you'll be there for 8 months. So you'll really develop more of those stronger bonds, and who knows what the future is for the Lagoa Friendship Pact Committee and Fairhaven. So building up those ties is essential.
Yeah, I'm excited. Thank you for all the kind words. I'll pay you later.
No payment required.
No, thank you. I appreciate it.
But we wish you the best of luck, Alyssa. Thank you for being such a shining star in our great, blessed town of Fairhaven, Massachusetts. And we wish you the best of luck with a Fulbright scholarship for what you'll do in strengthening those ties with Lagoa and Fairhaven, Massachusetts. So best of luck. And we can't wait to have you back on the show to tell us all about your experience.
I can't wait. Thank you, Charlie.
So now we're going to see a little bit of the last episode that we had with Alyssa Botelho and her production of Sweet Freedom. So get a glimpse of the talent that this young lady has and how she is exploding on the community in such a positive way. So sit back and watch another glimpse of Sweet Freedom.
Really come out for all of our events. We do some free events as well as our featured events. Mm-hmm. And Alyssa was one of our very first cinema featured event.
Okay.
Yeah, it's exciting. We had a screening here of my last short, Sweet Freedom, in November 2nd or 3rd.
Yep.
And it was a full house. It was, do you know how many people it was?
It was 150.
150.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So it was exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, we had to turn people away, unfortunately.
Well, yeah, you get capacity.
Absolutely,
so
we have a capacity.
That's good. It's good to be sold out.
Yeah, it was really cool. We had some people like my composer came from LA with his girlfriend. There's some of the cast and crew from around here, New Bedford area.
Nice.
Yeah, it was cool.
And then they did a question and answer afterward. That was really, I had people requesting, I shot the video of the question and answer of the whole event of that night, and I had people contacting me saying, hey, I want to see it. I said, did you buy a ticket? yeah, okay, great. You'll get to see it.
That's awesome. So tell us about Sweet Freedom.
Yeah, so Sweet Freedom is a short film about 28 minutes, and it's a project about a real historical figure from New Bedford. She lived in the 1800s, and her name's Mary Polly Johnson. Okay. She is Black and Indigenous, and she had her own confectionery shop that she built from scratch with her husband, and it was right in New Bedford. And by the end of her life, she had owned property. She became one of the wealthiest women of color in the city, which was the richest city in the world at the time. Mm-hmm. And then the big thing that is notable about her is that her house was a major station on the Underground Railroad.
Okay.
So people who were escaping slavery, including Frederick Douglass and Anna Douglass, where they built their life and freedom was at her house.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is very historical.
Yeah, it's one of those stories that I don't think many people know of her. I didn't know who she was when I read about her online, Mary Polly Johnson. So it's exciting to kind of give someone their due credit, even if it's a couple hundred years later,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you said it's a 28-minute film.
Yeah.
So for a 28-minute film, Alyssa, how long does it take to make a 28-minute film?
Yeah, it takes a while. I first came upon her story. It was the summer of, what year are we on now? 2024? So 2022, I learned about her, started putting together pitch materials and started applying for grants. And then the first grant I got was in the February of 2023. Okay. And then from there, it was pre-production. So writing a lot, working with a historical consultant, Jan De Silva in New Bedford, who's amazing, just so that it's accurate and it's both emotionally engaging but informative and does the story justice and the real characters justice. So that took a few months, and then filming was 5 days. Okay. And it's about 12 hours every day. We had a couple of days where we had to go longer, and that comes with all the logistics of that, shooting like 14 hours. But yeah, all in all, because now we're showing it, it's kind of like a 2-year process.
2-year process. Okay.
Yeah.
And where did you find your actors?
Yeah, so that was really fun. It was from a bunch of different sources. Just online postings, online casting calls, different websites, professional services. And then a lot of connecting with different theater directors. For example, Mixed Magic Theater in Providence, who I'd never had any contact with them before, so it was kind of a cold call, like, hey, you're doing great work. And I've seen some of your actors online. I think they could be good for this. Would you be willing to connect me with them? And yeah, so it was a lot of sourcing from different areas. Yeah.
And you had a full production crew, I'm sure.
Yes, yeah, full production crew. I think there was about 30 of us.
30?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen the trailer, and it's amazing.
Thank you.
And so I don't know if you'd like to invite our public to see the trailer.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's take a look at the trailer.
Great.
Great.
The tree of family have splintered apart.
Family is not by blood always.
We are not ones to stand in the way of reunion.
Every day I wait, their voices fall deeper into shadow.
The pain of separation, I understand. But you know more than I how they may harness your pain for benefit. Do not hand over the power of your pain.
Yeah, that would be great. We had a movie making masterclass in October, kind of a prelude to the screening. Okay. And it got great attendance and people were engaged.
We had, 70 people, 75, somewhere around there, about half full.
That's
great.
great.
Of the room, but 75 people is
Yeah.
a lot in this room, so absolutely. That's a lot of people interested in how movies are made. So there's our audience right
Yeah.
there. So.
We went into the writing and directing, editing, cinematography, costume design, and producing.
You ought
So
to
that was all covered by my key team. We were all there.
That's something that stands out in her movie in Sweet Freedom is that the costuming is all authentic. It's all original. There were so many costumes that were made, from what I understand from our talk.
They did a lot, yeah.
Tell him about it.
Yeah. So my costume team it's great because I've like grown up with these people. Claudia Nagalia is my best friend, and we went to high school together, and we did theater together. And while we were in the theater production at Fairhaven High, the woman who was costuming us, Deb Roderick, we pulled her on
yes.
board.
Okay.
So it's Claudia and Deb, and then my mom is, she's not a seamstress, but she's really good at making things. I say that she should go into that, but she's like, oh, I'm not that. Anyways, she did a lot of making costumes from scratch too.
Wow.
A lot of the children's dresses and things like that. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I've seen some
they're
of Deb's
good.
production. She's just phenomenal.
She's a crazy
Yeah.
genius.
Well, they all worked really closely with the folks with the Historic Society over in New Bedford.
Yeah.
For a lot of the costuming and stuff. I mean, this is done right.
Yeah,
Yes.
and we were pulling from theater productions around here, like the Marion Arts Center, the players at Barker Playhouse. There was all these different just collaborators in this thing helping to
That's what
make
you
it.
can do with a budget.
Yeah.
Yes.
You had a decent budget for
Yeah.
this, and you're able to pull in folks, and then people still want to pitch in for you. They still
Yeah.
wanted to help you out.
There was a
that's
lot
so
of
great.
like,
That's
oh,
great
just
stuff.
take this for a reduced rate, which was great.
Wow.
Yeah, so in September 2024, I began as the town's community development coordinator, which is essentially the tourism director and economic development director. It's like a rebrand and restructuring of the departments. And yeah, it's been great. it's my full-time job now. I'm working out of the town hall.
Okay.
And it's all about art, culture, history, and business development. You know, a lot of like what you're doing with the Shepherd Center, and yeah, it's been awesome.
And I know that you just had a recent event.
Yes.
And you changed it up a lot.
Yeah. So Old Time Holiday. I guess it was kind of my like inaugural event coming into this position. That event has been happening every year since the 90s. This was the 26th year of Old Time Holiday. And it's always been the town hall, the Congregational Church, the Unitarian Church having their own vendor fairs. And I've been coming to it since I was a kid.
Sure.
And
in the Congregational Church.
I said the Congregational Church.
She did.
I did. And the nonprofits have their own luncheons, and it's really supportive for, you know, all the community groups and things like that. And so I love immersive events, and something that's so special about Fairhaven is we've got that old time charm, and that's why it's called Old Time Holiday, and these magnificent European style buildings. So I really wanted to have it be a place where more and more families could come and enjoy themselves and kind of spend the whole day rather than kind of going through and going through quick and leaving. So I was focused on adding more attractions and engaging things like pony rides. The rec center came out to do reindeer games with obstacle courses and relay races. We had a couple dessert trucks in the street. The animal shelter came out for the North Paw petting zoo. More music and fire pits. That was a hit too. So you can smell the fire as you're, walking by the horses, the kids and the horses. And it was a good time. And there's a lot of people. I could not believe the amount of people that came out for it. And
Do you have an average about how many people came?
Yeah, so I talked with the police who were doing the police detail, and I think it was about 11:30 or 12, and Lieutenant Sobral, he had said, I think we've got like about 800 people already who have come out. So all in all, we probably got about 1,500.
Yeah, it was crowded.
I didn't even get to go in here. I didn't even get to... so it was crowded.
Have some great food in here. The Shepherd Church shuts down. That's one part of our lease is that we shut down so they can do that. Sure. Because we don't want to disturb that. I'm all about keeping food flowing. Absolutely. So they did a really good job in here. So
yeah, I think it was all in all maybe about 1,500, 2,000 people came out for it. So
that's amazing.
Now comes next year, more logistics and parking and traffic flow and all that. And I heard a couple of people kind of in frustration, but they were saying as they were approaching the event, what is this, the homecoming fair? It's like, I'll take that. That's a compliment. We just gotta figure it out now.
It's the winter one.
Yeah, it's the winter one.
Well, thank you both so much for being part of the Shepherd Center for Performing Arts. It's great to have this gem in our community. And I thank you, Brian. I thank you, Alyssa, for bringing so much to our community. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.